ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and this is a patron update video. Now, I've changed some of the information on our patron page. I've made it a little bit simpler to understand, and I've also changed some of the reward tiers as well, again, to make it more simple. But the reason I want to make this video is because I'd like to talk about Patreon and how that has kept Unit Lost going over, well, I think we've had it for nearly 2 years now, but since we started the Patreon page, without that, there would not have, well, Unit Lost would not be here today. Now, there's a couple of things which I've started to change on YouTube, and it's sort of things we couldn't really predict, and it comes down to ad revenue, and it comes down to lack of ad revenue. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, YouTube works like this. It's such a terrible way, anyway, or system, whatever. What it does is it rewards video views. So, if you get loads and loads of views on a video, you're probably going to display a lot of adverts, and you'll probably make a lot of money off that video. Now, we're not in the business to make loads of money off videos. We're in the business to make videos that we enjoy making, that we know you guys enjoy watching, and the figures are there. Look at our videos. Thousands and thousands of people watch our videos. We've over 50,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. It's not small, you know. I mean, if you visualize 5 or 6 or even 10,000 people, which, you know, sometimes we do achieve in our videos, that is a shitload of people you've made entertainment content for there. It's not like a drop in the ocean. Problem with YouTube is, it is to YouTube because YouTube rewards volume. So if you get loads and loads and loads of views on a video, then you've got more chance of displaying ads, and then so you'll make more money. Now, on YouTube, there are types of content which promote, well, that's not really promote, but there are types of content you could make, and I've tried to make this content before in the past, to attempt to get a shitload of views, because you need the money to keep doing what you're doing. It's like a vicious circle. So things like top 5 videos, top 10 videos, montage videos, guide videos, and all of this stuff. The big problem is, though, you can spend a lot of time on these videos and then they could bomb. And when I say bomb, they could get 10,000 views, which is a bombed video in YouTube's eyes. If it got 100,000 views, that's a bit of a different ball game. And again, if it got, well, I mean, even one singular video getting 100,000 views, it's still not enough to do anything, really. You'd need to get that every single day. What makes this difficult for me to kind of explain this to you guys is I can't tell you how much I earn off YouTube because I'm not allowed to. It's down to the contract that I signed with Maker. What I can say, though, is if a video got 50,000 views, you'd be lucky to be able to get a couple of pints with the money it made in ad revenue. That probably, depending on where you live in the UK or even in the world, that probably gives you an idea as to how much money you actually make off YouTube ad revenue. Now, YouTube ad revenue used to be pretty good, okay? And it looked like it was getting better, and it was getting bigger, and then suddenly it didn't. Now, people use AdBlock. I use AdBlock. Everybody uses AdBlock. Why do people use AdBlock? Because they don't want to sit there and watch some shitty advert about some car they don't give a shit about before they watch, I don't know, an XCOM video or a Civilization video or any video, right? You don't want to see that crap, so people AdBlock it, and I totally get that. What I want to try and do, though, is I kind of want to make Unit Lost stable, because Unit Lost isn't stable. We have patrons, so we've got the patron for Hotfix, which is, I think, just over $300, although do be aware that that's not actually how much it makes, because people do not, they may pledge, but then they don't actually pay, although Patreon still shows their pledge amount, which is weird. Now, the way that works is all of the money on that patron goes to Kiri, okay? The reason it goes to Kiri is because Kiri is the guy who makes the podcasts. So if you enjoy Hotfix and if you enjoy Pubcast, that's the patron for you. The Unit Lost patron is the patron for me and for Kiri and for everything else Unit Lost, to bulk up what we earn, to try and get ourselves to a point of actually earning some sort of money so we can kind of keep ourselves going. Because I don't really want to say Unit Lost is going to stop, because it's not going to stop. Because if you watch me recently, I've been streaming a lot more. And there's a reason for that. It's because I make more money off Twitch than I do off YouTube. In fact, I make 10 times as much money off Twitch than I do off YouTube. Yeah, I only stream to like 600 people max. The YouTube channel does like 400,000 plus views a month. That's just the nature of it. And unfortunately, I can't do both unless it's viable to me, because who the hell, ladies and gentlemen, would go to work, well, had the option of 2 jobs, who the hell would be like, okay, I'm going to do this job which earns me a load of cash, and then maybe I'm gonna, well, I say a load of cash, it earns me decent-ish cash compared to what my other job, and my other job doesn't earn me a lot, but I'm going to split my time equally. You just wouldn't do that. You'd focus on the one thing that made you all the money that you needed to make to survive, because that's what it's about. It's not like we're making fucking loads of cash hand over fist and we can do whatever we like. It really isn't like that. So what I propose to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this: if you enjoy the videos that we make on the YouTube channel and you enjoy Unit Lost, please consider handing over $1 a month on Patreon. $1, I mean, for you as a viewer watching this to earn me $1 in revenue, you would have to watch basically every video we made all month to probably even get maybe close to that. So for you as a viewer to give me $1 directly, you are a much more valuable viewer to me. Now, if we look at our sub numbers and say, well, we've got 55,000 subs. Imagine if we could get 10% of those subs to give us $1. That would be $5,000 on Patreon. That would be fantastic. That would mean we're virtually financially stable. That's what that would mean. Instead, at the moment, we're not. And you get forced to do other things, or my time is taken up trying to get things like brand deals, because I know I need to get a little bit more income to help with some other stuff. But brand deals are terrible. Some of them are okay, and some of them I've done in the past which are questionable. Not in the sense of like I've not disclosed it, I always do. But they're things like we would never look at, but I've just taken it for the money, and it's like, well, whatever, I'll take the money. But there are things you do get asked to do with brand deals which I flat out refuse. Now, I need to pay rent, I need to buy food, I need to buy all of this stuff. Really, I should be taking the money, you know what I mean? But I don't. I think that's because I'm fucking stupid for a start, but whatever. Anyway, this was supposed to be a quick bloody video with me explaining to you guys how Patreon helps out Unit Lost. What I want to just kind of get across is it's just about this. If we make videos, right? Me and Kiri have had conversations with this time and time again, and I know this is getting a little bit rambly, this video, and maybe you could say, well, Si, maybe you should have made a more professional sort of focused video. I don't want to do that, because I don't think Unit Lost is necessarily about that. I think we are open and we tell you what's what, and we're way more open than any other YouTube channels you could most likely come across. We sit down and we talk to each other and like, well, okay, what we're doing is fine. I mean, you imagine a business, you imagine a company that is selling more and more products every single week, but is making less and less money. What is going on there? Surely you should make more. And that is kind of what happens with YouTube. We'll sit down and we'll be like, okay, we've got more views this month, we've got more subs, we're at an all-time subscriber record, our views are great, our viewer interaction is great, the average time somebody spends on a Unit Lost video is great. It's like, you know, 15 minutes. That's ridiculous. And it's like, wow, great. Unfortunately, we made this much money. And then we're like, yeah, what's the point of us carrying on with this? See, this is the problem. I know we should carry on with Unit Lost. I know Unit Lost is a great thing. I know Unit Lost is this thing which it provides entertainment for thousands and thousands of people. We've got unitlost.com. It's the forums. People go there and talk about all kinds of stuff. We've built a community on Twitch. We've got the community on YouTube. It's fantastic. The problem is, we are literally killing ourselves trying to make this content, and I cannot see, if you want me to be real with you 100%, I cannot see at any time in the future Unit Lost being a channel which can upload a video every day and this video gets 100 to 200,000 views. I can never see that. Do you know why? Because we do not appeal to the mass market. Our main demographic are you guys watching right now, yeah? It's 25 to 35. That's our main demographic. It's not the 12-year-old kids who want to watch Call of Duty montages or Minecraft videos. No offense to them, that's what they enjoy watching. Hell, I've got nephews that watch all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes. But Unit Lost will never be like that. Unit Lost will never be a channel which gets views on that scale. So that means we can never really be self-sufficient off YouTube alone. As I said at the start of this video, if we were reliant on YouTube revenue alone, we would not be operating. The fact that we've got YouTube, we've got Patreon in both its formats with the hotfix to keep Kiri I mean, hell, think about it this way. The hotfix Patreon, all of that goes to Kiri because Kiri makes hotfix. It's at $300. Let's say it's at $300 for argument's sake. 2 podcasts a week. 3 hours of voice work. Twice, this is in 1 week. Twice he needs to edit those clips. Twice he needs to find all the topics out, and then for me to laugh at him and go, no, I want to do this topic instead. That is hours of work, yeah. A week, that is maybe 10 hours a week he spends on Hotfix. He does this every week for a month. That's 40 hours of work. He's getting paid $300. That's not even minimum wage. Can you see what I'm getting at? And it's, I don't want to come across like I'm I'm pleading or I'm like begging for money or any of that. I'm not. All I want to say is this, and I'm just going to leave the video at that. This has been a very open video with me telling you what's been going on with Unit Lost and how certain things help us out and how Patreon did keep us going. What I would like for you guys to do, if you can. Now, if you can't do it, then it's fine. Just watching the videos is enough. And also, patrons are not going to get special, you know, you won't get like special content that only you can see or any of that, because I don't like that. We did that in the past, but I don't really like doing that because it's difficult to keep up with as well. But I don't like segregating the content off. I want everybody to be able to access it. But if you do like Unit Lost, and if you feel that we at least provide you with entertainment that is equal to $1, which is like 60 pence a month, you could buy a bag. I don't think you can even buy a bag of crisps for that much money. If we do, then please consider supporting us to $1, to the value of $1 on Patreon. If you want to give us more, then you can. There are some reward tiers, and you do get a badge on the forum and stuff like that. But I think this is where things are going for Unit Lost, and we want to keep making the videos, but we also, you know, want to be financially stable. We don't want to be on the breadline forever and a day and finding it difficult to see a future on YouTube beyond getting shitloads of views, because that's would mean a complete change in content that was on the channel. It would mean, well, we've covered it time and time again, but it would mean making spammy videos or videos that are designed to get views, because I can do that, I know I can do that, but then it wouldn't be Unit Lost, you know? In fact, I'd feel disconnected myself, and I know Kiri would as well. We built this thing where we're together as a community. We're always active on Twitter. We talk to people. I don't like just being this faceless content producer who's making things for views. There's a load of those guys on YouTube, and hats off to them. They're successful. But yeah, look, guys, I'm going to end my ramble at that. I've been going for like nearly 13 minutes. Patreon.com/Unit Lost is where you need to go if you want to support Unit Lost as a whole, as a complete entity, okay? If you only enjoy Hotfix and Pubcast and would like to give Kiri something for that, then please go to patreon.com/Hotfix, which is our other Patreon, specifically for that show, because that is what Kiri spends most of his time on, and I would like to be able to give him a good amount of money for the work he does, because it is a lot of work. And as I say, the Unit Lost one supports me, it supports Kiri, it supports the channel's content and everything else. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost, and I'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.